back in the day. Do you ever have open practices like this?
No.
It's a unique thing to have this your broadcast, across the country, I guess.
Yes.
But it doesn't you don't really pay any mind?
I just grin and bear it.
Blake practiced today?
No.
Oh, he didn't. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I thought you said late.
Oh, no. Blake.
No.
He did practice?
He did. This is what we call a non-contact practice today. This is the lighter version of two-a-days.
You're only having one two-a-day, right?
This is it.
How do you feel about that?
Last year I think I had two-a-days. I think we're allowed 5 or 6 days of two-a-days, something like that.
Oh, your reason now?
Well, we found you have veteran players. It's negative return most of it if you have 2 days.
How's Ron been? I know last Friday you said you were going to sit down with him at some point, maybe grab lunch with him and make sure he's back focused on basketball. How's he been the first couple of days on the court?
He's been fine. He's suffering a little bit of the pangs of training camp, though.
How so?
Mobility-wise, he's got a little hamstring issue, but he's managing to push himself through practice. But you can see he's not moving with the fluidity that he's well known for.
Very fluid. When's Kobe going to practice?
He might practice tonight.
He's still on schedule for maybe a European appearance?
We hope to get a few minutes out of these European games. But he just wants to get a little bit of activity on the court tonight, in contact with bodies, so he can feel like he's back playing a little bit.
Well, one of the reasons you brought Blake in was thought he would have an ability to understand the triangle quickly. It seems like he has done that so far. What are your impressions been on that?
Yeah, I mean, as a matter of fact, Ron came over to me during practice and said, was Steve here during the summer a lot? Because he seems to know the offense already.
What do you think it does take to master the concepts right away?
It's a feel. It really is more of a feel than anything else. It's pretty simple, but it's a feel of how to do it and the timing that it takes. It really is the aspect of playing in this system, because you have to be all your players have to be fully functioning as playmakers. They have to be able to draw the defense in and know the timing and know the spots that other players are on the court, because everybody's playing a multiple spot that they can play. So you see advantage situations, and you have to know when those things happen. And so it's kind of like a rhythm that ball players fall into.
Blake picking it up similar at all to when Powell first came in to get it right away?
Very much so.
Had he played it somewhere?
Not that I know of.
The Nuggets opened up camp today, and Carmelo's there. And George Karl said he might reach out to you to ask how you dealt with Kobe coming back to camp after some of the speculation for trades. If George does reach out to you, what will you tell him?
To hang tough. It's not an easy situation for a coach, because you're cross purposes. Sometimes the management has to do what their part is, and the coach has to both be a player's advocate, but also the management's you're on the management side, so you have to hold the management's viewpoint. So sometimes you have to sit on the teeter-totter and be able to balance everything out.
Was that a difficult training camp, that 07 camp
Yes,
here?
it was.
Did you sense that it might fracture and that Kobe might get dealt, or did you think, well, whatever happens happens?
No, we had to let it play itself out, and not in those terms. There's no play involved, but there was just timing that we had to to be appropriately concerned about Kobe's wishes, and listen to what they were, entertain them, and then negotiate from a position where Dr. Buss could negotiate from, and that was it. nothing that we could possibly have in a trade situation could possibly replicate what you bring to this team. And, I think he used the term like, you're like a 10-carat diamond, and people are offering us opals, not rubies and emeralds, but opals and what's the other thing we can use in here? No, sapphire.
Shiny buttons.
Well, not quite even that. Ivory, maybe we could say.
Garnett's.
Garnets, that's a good one.
Agates.
And not Kevin Garnett. So, that's kind of the image he used.
With Andrew being out this preseason, what kind of role are you envisioning Lamar and Theo and Eric are having?
That's got to be really played out. I mean, we're really watching to see if character can play a post position. So Theo's not strapped with a lot of minutes, and as you guys are well aware, Powell last year had some hamstring issues early in the season and missed a number of games. And if we got caught right now with that type of a problem, we'd be, playing from a bad position and a difficult position. And so we have to kind of brace ourselves to kind of bring this team along the right way, and we'll find out who can play those positions. Now, Lamar played center a lot of times for the Olympic team or the U.S. basketball team, so I've been kidding him about perhaps having to play some center spot, actually.
Do you see that trend, this USA experience where he was playing backup center, translating into the situation here with the Lakers?
No, they're defensively. I think they play a lot of pressure defense in full court, and they use their speed and quickness and their strength to upset teams. It's not something we can do. And offensively, they had pretty much an open Durant offense that, and that's similar to what we do with Kobe, but a lot of the other stuff was involved in screen roll and operations like that. Not quite like ours.
So is Steve ahead of where Ron is?
I'm not going to say that.
That's a real question.
I can't quite compare that yet. We'll see what it's like today.
Guard position also.
Yeah.
Is that how it goes? Guard, wing, big guys.
Right.
Ron was impressed.
It's a good deal.